Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. My name's Dom, and this is the first ever Adventure Dolphin broadcast for DofE. I'm joined here today with Tom. Nice to meet you, Tom.
Everyone.
How are you doing?
Everyone. Nice to be here today.
Awesome. So, basically, the idea is over the next couple of weeks and months, we will be, however long this lockdown's going on, we will be here giving bits of advice to help with DofE and the news of Adventure Dolphin and DofE. One thing we do have, guys, just to let you know, is we do have a comments box that would be located to the side or below us, depending where you're watching. And if you'd like to make a comment, just make a comment in the comments box and we will try to answer those. Just be aware there is a delay of about half a minute, so it's not the matter of we're being rude and glancing over it. It's just that sometimes it's just that delay in going through. Fantastic. What have you been up to, Tom, in the latest?
Not much. Been keeping up with schoolwork as much as you can do. And been doing a bit of planning for this, but mainly been using my 3D printer to produce headbands for the NHS PPE.
Oh, very nice. How's that all going? All right.
Yeah, it's going well. We've just got an order of 3 printers to help us get it going a bit more. So yeah, that.
Brilliant. So let's jump straight into it because today's only meant to be a quick little what's going on in the plan of how this is going to work. I think the first thing we've got down for today is DofE news. Isn't that right, Tom? We've had some changes, haven't we?
Yes, so there's been some changes to the DofE. So first main one is that you can now volunteer for your family members. And no, this does not mean that you can just do some chores around the house. This means that you do go the additional mile, maybe go and get some shopping for an elderly relative that can't go out themselves, or helping them get essentials, maybe even going to the pharmacy for them, getting medicines that they need. Um, You've also got things where you can carry on doing your activities. So to help you do this, the DofE has now allowed you to change what you're doing more than once. So say you were doing football before you started. Unfortunately, we can't do football anymore. So you can resort to something like going out for a run every week, recording it on a tracker such as Strava or the Nike Run app, and then put that on your eDofE, and then that can be signed off. As well as this, you've then got the fact that you can now assign a member of the DofE team at Adventure Dolphin as your assessor, as of course you can't be doing your physical skill or volunteering stuff with someone outside of your close family. Therefore, you can use one of us as your assessor.
Brilliant. There's no need for having me on here, is there? Really, you've got that down to a T. Yeah, one thing that we have got with assessors is, although you can now volunteer to help a family member in the volunteering section, family members still can't be the assessor. So that's why they've allowed DofE leaders to assess. So DofE are reacting with the pandemic we're in with COVID. One of the things is also, as a charity standpoint, is we have been quite busy, haven't we, Tom, in the background?
Yes, so we've been trying to set up some online stuff, as you'll be seeing with your schools. Everyone's moving to an online platform. So I know that Dom's going to tell you a bit more about what we've been doing on that. So yeah, we've been busy trying to set up something that's as good and as smooth as possible for you to get on and do stuff for your DofE.
Yeah, we've basically, you should all have had now an email if you're from Adventure Dolphin with the link if you're current bronze or current silvers. What this basically means is that you are invited to the Google Classroom. This is our portal where we're putting route cards, menu plans, the whole works will go there. One of the things that I will say is, as of 7:30 tonight for the bronzes, your kit, expedition kit form will go live. What that means is, as a group, you need to decide what would you take as individuals and what could you split up between the group, be that the tent, clothes, a sun hat, sun cream, etc. That's going live at 7:30 this evening. What we do ask for every single one of you guys that are taking part is that we only ask for half an hour every other week. However, we need you guys to do at least half an hour every other week. What is rule 1 of the DofE conditions is about teamwork, especially in the planning section. That came in not so long ago under the DofE rules and the conditions. We can see which students are taking part and which students aren't. We do understand there are sometimes technical issues, and that's fine. However, what we do ask is that we can get this through, especially the paperwork, because I don't know about you, Tom, I absolutely hated paperwork when I did my DofE.
Oh yeah, there's nothing worse than when you're at an activity centre where you've got the choice of canoeing, kayaking, climbing, hiking, all of that stuff to be stuck inside writing up. So you do have a great opportunity now to get on and get it done, and then you can get out as soon as lockdown's over. We can get you out on the water or get you climbing, get you doing the fun stuff that we like to do with you. So yeah, get it done.
Yeah, the moment you guys have got it done, we can look into doing some other stuff. I know we have in the past managed to get onto the climbing wall and do a bit of archery with some of you guys. We want to do more of that with you. However, what we've come to realise is, especially in this section where we are locked at home, there's not too much to do. I know that the lockdown isn't going to be going on for too much longer, hopefully. However, we don't know the strains on what's going on. It makes more sense to do the paperwork now, so that when we get back in, we can do the essential training and recapping and get you guys ready for your expeditions. Then we can also have a little bit of fun, maybe with the climate or another activity that we can do at the centre. Another thing that's going on is exactly what's happening right now is the stream. The stream will be going every week. Tom, what have we got coming up in the next couple of weeks?
Okay, so in the next couple of weeks, we are looking at covering the sort of things that you can be getting on with during lockdown, so you don't just end up sitting on the sofa all day and just letting this time that is so good for using for your DofE, as you've got nothing else really to do. You want to be getting out and using that for doing your physical, volunteering, and skills. So you can get them out of the way, and once you get out of lockdown, you can use your time for whatever you want. So on these streams, we're going to be covering ideas for what you could use for physical. So things like what I've already suggested, where you've got the Strava Run app or the Nike Run app. So if you're going out running, record it, and then you can put it on your eDOV and say, well, I've been out running, so there's my physical. We'll also be covering your volunteering and your skill sections, looking at that. And then we'll go on to looking at more sort of getting you skilled up for when you go out on your expedition. So be that rucksack packing, navigation tips, looking at how to do your project so we don't just get a where's Wally again. So looking at that sort of thing. As well as that, if you do have anything you want to have covered, either put it in the comment section, which is probably that way, and send us an email, and we'll try and get stuff out for that. So we get what you guys need or want to do during this time.
Yeah, pretty much bang on. Another thing that is on the classrooms, if you're already connected, I know there's not many of you guys connected to it yet, but we really hope that all of you do, is we have linked a lot of YouTube clips and the Go Outdoors stuff. Audience survey's been linked into that, so there's a lot of resources on the classroom there. So it's basically keep your hand up to date with it, because the moment we get back, whenever that may be, it's going to be full steam ahead, and we want you to be with us on that journey. Going back onto that, basically about going back to the centre, guess what? We don't know. What we do know, however, is we want to try and get back as soon as it is safe to do so, and as soon as the government guidelines and we know we can operate in a safe environment. But that's why we're asking you to be on these streams, to use the classrooms, to contact us between 7 and 7:30. There will be a leader. There's leaders today, even though most of you won't be using it, that are just monitoring the classrooms and the email ready, just in case that there's any questions. That's our active time. So unless it's the bank holiday, there will be a leader available. So use that facility, use that resource, okay? Going on to that is the paperwork will be coming live in drips and drabs. Keep an eye out. It will email you to let you know that it's going to change. Seeing that all this is additional stuff that to help you guys, take it, okay? Otherwise, all it means is that our dates for our expeditions will go further back and back, and we don't want to do that to you. We want you guys to get out there and achieve your DofE as quick as possible. Right. I think that's gone pretty well. Don't believe there's too much more to do apart from, say, I'm just quickly checking over the notes because this is the first stream that I've ever done. I don't know about you, Tom. Are you
Yeah.
you a season pro?
I've not done these before. Yeah, just really stressing that point that if you can use your time now to get the paperwork done, do it. Because let's be honest, we don't want to get back after lockdown and think, okay, we've had all of this time sitting around doing nothing. Let's sit around and do some more paperwork. So please get it done. You can jump on group chats with your friends that are in your groups and do it like that. We don't mind if you want to do it by yourself, do it by yourself. But please just get it done because we can't stress enough how much we'd rather be out doing the fun stuff like archery or kayaking when you get back to the centre.
Yep, that's absolutely true. One of the things I want to give a shout out about, and we didn't know we were going to do a bit of shout outs, but one of the bronze groups has come up with an original name. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it, but this, after all the years I've been volunteering with the DofE, this is the first time I've ever had a group actually name their group in Thai. So you girls know who you are. That are basically, it means tribe, but they've actually got the actual characters and everything in Thai to say tribe. So they are tribe, whatever pronunciation. When we get back, or unless you want to let me know how to actually pronounce that and sound that off, I think that's amazing. We like originality. Double points on that, I reckon.
Yeah.
Did you have any decent group names when you did your DofE?
Not really. Mine were always a bit silly. So my gold group was called Severely Uncomfortable. So if we got lost, we would have to call you up and go, yeah, we're severely uncomfortable and we're also lost. Yeah, so just a bit of fun. Doesn't hurt anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I must admit I had no interest in group names. Then again, on my gold trip, there was only two groups that went out to Switzerland. There was an A and a B. One went clockwise, one went anti-clockwise around the mountains. And bronze, there was only one bronze group, and there was a silver group, so it's bronze and silver. How original was that?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to message us. We're available online at DofE Coordinator at adventuredolphin.co.uk with any queries about the award itself. If it's to do with lesson types, there is also leaders available, as we said, 7 to 7:30 every Monday. And then also let us know what's going on. One thing we do want to see, guys, is you guys also improving on your eDofE, seeing that the DofE have now changed and put temporary conditions in that we can help achieve those sections of the award. What we ask is that you do it, take advantage of it, that you don't, it's not just one time you can change several times what you're doing, and the timescales will still count. Just quickly reading the notes again. Yeah, participation. Yeah, DofE staff members are always available on the Monday 7 to 7:30, as we said. I think that's nearly it, Tom. Is there anything else you need to say on those?
No. Yeah, just stressing again, get stuff done. And if you do have any questions, just send an email to DofE Coordinator at Adventure Dolphin. Just doesn't matter what time, we'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Just remember, we are volunteers, and although you might struggle to believe it, we do have other lives outside of DofE. So yeah, we will try and get back to you as quickly as possible. I know a few of you have sent emails already. It's great. If you're unsure of anything, if you don't know whether something will be applicable for one of the sections, just send us an email. We're always happy to respond to them.
Yep, brilliant. Also, if you like, here's a little plug-in. Tag us and follow us on all the social media. What that can do for us is that we can then see what you guys are up to in completing your DofE activities. One thing that we have got coming up also is hopefully we should have different members of staff joining us, maybe, with giving us a go. and joining us in the thing. So we might even get the legend that is Mr. Dennis. He might appear. We don't know. It might be Giles. We might be able to get Giles on. We'll see where it goes. Or the magical Jake himself. He knows where he is. And so watch this space, guys. Okay. So now we come to our final bit, which we're going to do every week, and that's our outdoorsy bite. So one tip, one thing we've noticed during the week, or etc. I know, Tom, I've pretty much just thrown this on you, and this wasn't in the original plan. But have you got an outdoorsy bite for us?
Yeah. So I've got one. So just remember that there's lots of videos online that can help you expand your skills for your expeditions. They'll teach you lots of tips, like don't bring 500 grams worth of Oreos on your bronze expedition. It's not worth it. You're just going to have a very heavy bag.
You didn't, did you?
I definitely did, Dom.
Oh, heck. Yeah. Also with Oreos, they seem a bit weird, especially in hot conditions. But hey, one thing with those videos is some of them are actually on the classroom. So have a look on the classroom. They're there, and we'll be adding to those resources throughout the weeks. My outdoorsy tip is basically about Instagram. Believe it or not, I'm tying in the social media. You see. And that is at 8:30 tonight. I know it's all last minute, but so this Monday at 8:30, if you head over to Instagram for the audience survey, they have the Great Outdoors quiz, or there's the Great British Outdoors quiz. But have a look at that, guys, if you want to take part. It's a bit of a laugh. They have a VIP who's hosting it, some athlete. Completely forgot their name. You would have thought I would have written that down beforehand. Just shows that we're DofE leaders, we're not YouTube megastars. So pretty much that's all we've got time for tonight. These sessions are only going to be about half an hour, if that. But we just wanted to let you know what's going on and show you we are here, we are there for you. Okay? So as for me, that's pretty much it. I'm happy to say goodbye. Thank you so much for joining us, Tom.
Thank you.
Yep. From both of us, all we got to say now is thank you so much for joining. Hope you stay safe in these times, and hopefully see you soon. Good night.